All right, we are live. This is video number 5, which is exciting, of the March Madness challenge that I'm doing. I'm going to say it right here, March Madness sponsored by AIads.io. If you can see the screen, it's already being shared. This is the bracket. This is who is actually winning right now, who are still in the mix. So first of all, I want people to understand. I'm going to switch this up and just show everybody um, what we got going on here as far as um, what's going on um, in the challenge. So first of all, in the very beginning, this is so that everybody can see this again because I just want to, make sure that everybody understands how we did it. You can look at the videos. I've posted videos of picking of the brackets and everything. But basically, what happened was I was trying to get 64 people to join so that we'd have like a pretty awesome looking bracket, as well as a whole lot of people under one position in AI ads. What's great about the idea of AI ads is I learned some things, and I think that it's great to be able to test a system out and kind of understand that it's a system, but the system isn't like any other system. And that's the thing, is we all got to kind of clear our brains and learn as we go. So it's going to be kind of fun to show a little bit of what it looks like as far as the AI ad side. So let me get into that. So first of all, here's the bracket. We all know that these numbers were given out randomly by Ashley, so I didn't have anything to do with that. I also did a video that showed that she did it before the teams were even placed on here. As you can see, it was blank, so there was no teams. And trust me, she doesn't care about any of those teams. So she was just writing numbers. So this was the bracket. This is the number of positions, 64 positions. And then we just started matching them up. You can look at the video, and we matched them up to our numbers that of our spots in AI ads. So that being said, if we look at the other picture, this is where we're at. We are at the Sweet 16. So you can look at this. If your number is on here, here's what I would suggest. If your number is on here and you didn't get an email tonight from me that said personally to come to this, to check this out, then I don't have your email still. So if you can send me an email, that'd be great. If you got an email from me that was saying, hey, come into this Zoom, then I have your email. But there's a couple people that I still don't have emails. But that being said, if we look, notice how 885 was right up here. This was their number. We went through the 32, and now we're at the Sweet 16. So UConn made it to the Sweet 16. San Diego, whoever had San Diego 879, that's who's still in it. So as you can see, there are positions that are still open, others are crossed out. All that's saying is your team, if you have this number, then you know that you are still in it, and you are still in the mix for getting hooked up with a position in AI ads that's going to have 32 spots under it. So that's pretty cool. Very exciting to do this and to be able to show people the power of what we have here with AIads.io. AI ads, of course, we know is the advertising part of the system, and supposedly we might have someone come in and talk to us a little bit more about some advertising, some pretty interesting information coming in about that. So we'll see as far as that. If people are coming in, so I'm kind of looking at a couple different things at the same time. So if I'm kind of all over the place, that's why. So that being said, as you can see, here are the Sweet 16. Here are the numbers. Once again, I wanted it to be kind of like yeah, you can follow a team and be excited for the team because you can see the teams that are still there, but also this is a numbers thing, and you can kind of do this with anybody. You could create your own kind of little lottery drawing, basically create a spot and put spots under it. So that being said, as people are still coming in, I want to go ahead and um, look at AI ads really quickly because we learned a lot. I learned a lot. So I was thinking that we were going to have every spot was going to go straight to the spot 598, which is what I thought was going to happen. It didn't, but I know where everything it went, so I'm going to show you guys what that looks like so that we're all on the same page and everybody understands what's going on. So let's go to the AI ads spot site, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this. We know that this particular position, which is the 598 position, is the March Madness position. And let me move some stuff here. It's getting a little crazy up here. All right, so if we look here at the March Madness, now I've already moved money into it. I've moved money into this just so that people understand that this is kind of what we're doing. I said it was going to be around 170, but we didn't get 64 teams. So I actually put, I think, a little bit extra in. Some of it should have stayed where it went. Some of it shouldn't. It's all good. I'm putting this in here. So right now, your account, whoever wins this out of those 16, you got 1 in 16 chance now. If your number is on that bracket, you have a 1 in 16 chance of getting an account that has $142 already in it, and then I'm going to show all the spots that are underneath it. So if we look, here are the stats. If we look down here in our matrix, you can see all the numbers. I can hover over so people can see that their number is still in there, 842, 873, 876, 879. Let's see. 882, 886, 910, 920. I'm just showing you the ones that you can't see, 927, 931. Okay, so we have all the numbers in here. So all the people signed up underneath this, which is great. Now, when we look down here, everyone's going to be kind of confused because there's not a whole lot of 275s down here. Well, I'm not going to get into the whole explanation of it because, one, I'm still trying to figure it all out, but we did have a little meeting and talked about it and made sure that people understood that, in this system, it's not just you can just put people underneath and expect things to happen. In this system, what's going on is when you make that first one, you got to start upgrading and building so that it starts catching. So we're going to actually talk about that and look at this and start looking at what we can do within this to, one, teach ourselves what's going on. So what I'm going to do is what I want people to do, and I do not want you to do this right now. We'll see when we can do it, but we'll do it at some point. We're going to do it to where people can look at this and maybe start doing some upgrades within their spots in here just to test the system and see how things work. So let's look at this. So what happened is when we signed up everybody, the reason that we don't see all the commissions on here is because you need to be doing some upgrading in this as well to start that process of catching different people. And once you start, you can't just keep building straight down. It'll move up to the spot above it. So let's look at the spot above it because I do want people to see that you can still show you exactly where everything went. So let's log out of this one. We know that this is the March Madness, the 598 spot, and it is underneath this spot right here. Right, which is this one. So I'm going to click on this and we're going to look at it. And we're going to see that the one above it is the one that has upgrades and stuff already done. So if you notice, this one has X3, X4, 3X, and X gold. So that kind of makes it so it's doing what its job is supposed to do. So if we look here, we have some levels. It's been leveled up. This is a different platform. But if you notice, you're going to start seeing that there's some different numbers in here. But what we're seeing here is all of the commissions that came from the March Madness one. And if you look, it goes down to about 27 here. So about 27 275s on this one. And then if you look on 4, we look down here, we have about another right about here 17. So we have another 17 positions that got commissions. So what I did is took some of those commissions, those spots, added up those commissions, and then I actually sent that to the 598 because I thought it was going to do something different. It didn't, and that's fine because that's the way the system works. The AI ad, the robot, he does his thing, and I don't have to worry about it. So we just have to figure out what exactly the system is doing. But you can see where stuff is going. You know that it's paying out and doing all that. We're gonna kind of work on that. So that being said, that's my little spiel for this. We have the Sweet 16. We are ready to go. That starts on Thursday, so we can see who it keeps moving on to the next round and who gets a little bit closer to that 598 spot. Now, I'm telling you guys what's awesome about this, and if we look at it from this point of view, and I think that this is what people need to see and really understand, is this is built in a way that is when these other positions start upgrading and we have the different systems or whatever set up and people are starting to go into it, you still have all of these spots underneath you that are going to start upgrading. So what I'm going to do tonight, and yes, I put some money in there because I do want to show something tonight, and this is what I want to do. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to the March Madness, and I'm actually going to use some of the funds because I sent over a little bit extra because I wanted to show people what I'm going to do in this particular platform or in this spot. And then kind of tell people, if you want to go ahead and do this with yours, go ahead and we'll kind of learn some lessons. All right. So this is the 598. Somebody, hold on a second. Okay. Let's see. Is Mr. Rustin on there, Chris? Anyway, so if we look here, this has all the positions, okay? This has all the spots. We know that this is the March Madness. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to upgrade level 3 because we need to understand that level 3 is the level, X3 is where we're putting people in. X4 is what we're going to do to catch, okay? To catch people that are upgrading. So what I'm going to do is this one was $5. This next step up is going to be $10, and then the next one is $20. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to upgrade this one to the X4 up to the level 2. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I'm going to ask the people that are underneath it. It is their position. It is their spot that they created under this. It's all theirs. So whatever they do inside that spot, that's for them. Okay. Now someone is going to win 598, and all the stuff, that activity that's going there is going to be starting to be caught in that spot. So that's kind of cool. That's the whole purpose of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade, and as you can see, it's upgrading right now. it'll show in a second to level 2. And this is what I would like for people to do, is to actually upgrade their positions in March Madness up to level 2. Okay, it's your level. You're gonna be upgrading anyway. Let's see. So what I want to do is I kind of want to take this step by step so that we can kind of learn and see how it works. So what I would love for people to do, it doesn't have to be everybody, but anybody that's in the March Madness, if you want, go to your AI ad or your X4 in your spot underneath the March Madness, and if you want, upgrade to level 2, and then we're going to see how that works as far as like where the commissions go and all that. Okay, so that's basically it. That's what I'm doing. I upgraded this, and I'm just, if people want to do that, then that's awesome. All right, so let's see here. Chris, did you message on something else? I saw a message pop up.
Yeah, it was just a quick message over because Mr. Rustin said he might be able to drop in, and I was just letting him know that you were getting close to wrapping up what you were doing.
Right, perfect. Okay, well, if Mr. Rustin does jump in, that would be awesome. He has an announcement for AI ads that I think people should hear. So I think this is exciting. I've had a great time, picking the spots and doing stuff like that, and it's kind of fun to do and see if we win. And you know what? It doesn't really matter if you know about basketball or not. This is kind of like it's like buying a lottery ticket that's going to keep paying you, is really what this is. So that's kind of cool. And then if you win that 598, it's going to pay you a lot more as you go along. So that's awesome.
And Andy, I will say it was a very interesting exercise we went through on Friday, figuring out where this all went to.
Right.
That whole process with, and we were learning how people can make the money without adding the extra levels to themselves.
Right.
Build it up. So
yeah, so
it's a learning experience for all of us, definitely.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of interesting to do, and that is definitely something that I want to look at, is kind of people practicing different ways of different philosophies of how they build their spots to see what is what is kind of the smartest thing to do. I know that we have someone that was in a program that was a lot like this, and his thing was that you want to upgrade, and Mr. Rustin has said the same thing, is you want to upgrade that X4, because that's when you start catching a lot of the upgrades, because people are going to be upgrading that. And then you definitely want to start doing your triple X and stuff like that as more and more people come in and start upgrading. What's kind of cool is, and this is, since let's see, it always popped in, I do want to show this because what was I going to say? What was I going to say? Lost my train of thought. If we look at this, there's some different philosophies, all right? And those philosophies are simple as, just upgrade these two positions and don't do your recycler position, because the recycler position pays up and doesn't pay you. And so just go 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. You can do that philosophy. You can just keep adding and doing all that. That's a great philosophy too. One thing that I think people need to understand is, let's say I've signed up this person in yes, Ed, in 1 second I will. This person, let's say this person right here signs up. All right. And then somewhere down the line, there get some people that are signing up. Now, what happens is, if this person doesn't upgrade to their level in their X4, and then they decide that this guy down here decides that they're going to upgrade someone that's underneath this one, what it's going to do is, if this person hasn't upgraded, it's going to go up, down, and we were talking across, and across just means it's looking for, I kind of like to think of it as like branches in a tree, and so there's a bunch of branches, and like one branch might go out this far, another branch might go out and have a bunch of leaves on it. And so what it's doing is the system goes and looks for the people that are connected, that have upgrades, and that's where they're going to get dropped in. That next person that's upgrading, where they're going to get dropped in. So yes, you have a direct in this, but if you haven't leveled up and they start leveling up, so if we look over here at X4, if they haven't made a level 2 and someone below them goes, so let's say, I mean, just for visual sake, let's say this person signed up under this person, and this person, which is 598, has upgraded to level 2, but this person hasn't. What's going to do is going to go bloop, and it's going to go up here, and it's going to drop that person in here. So you're going to, or that spot, it's going to drop the spot. I don't like saying person. It's going to drop the spot and create that spot, and then the commissions go to you. Now, what can also happen is maybe this spot over here has upgraded, so it goes up and it looks around. So like maybe, I don't know exactly like on this one, but like it'll look around and go, oh, this one's closer. We're going to drop them there. Or it might be 2 or 3 levels up before someone has upgraded here, and only 1 level down and someone has upgraded. It's going to find it on the down. So the system does its thing, and we're just here to keep working with it and keep understanding it. All right. So Ed, go ahead and unmute if you like.
Hello, Andy. Hello, team.
Hello.
So, can you bring up the AI ads X4, please, for me?
The what?
The X4. Can you bring up the X4
Sure.
again for me, please?
Let's see here. You see it?
Yes. I hope it. We're in beta, so I'm showing you guys so you guys all know. So, in X4, it's your first position, as Andy stated, and that is where you can achieve spillover. But the next 2 positions under you, those next 2 positions goes up to your sponsor.
Yeah, these 2 positions, when these are filled into X4, they are automatically going up to the sponsor. Okay, and then you're getting paid on these bottom ones, and then the recycler goes up too. And we've been, I'm not gonna say exactly what who gets paid on that, because I feel like I'm still trying to figure out exactly where that is, because I have actually seen those show up in different places that I didn't really think that they were supposed to be, but it seems like it's supposed to go up to your sponsor as well. But I'm still figuring out
that one there, sir, goes to the next position. The next,
right. Yep, it creates this. Yep.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's where it goes.
Yeah, when someone pays for it, it creates the position, but the commissions goes somewhere, and so this commissions does go, I believe, to your sponsor as well.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, so that's kind of the the breakdown of those 2 levels. I'm still learning about the X3 and X Gold, but I do know that bottom line is upgrade. Make sure that you've got your net. Like I've said, my philosophy is, if you have a net and you put it in a river, you might catch a fish. But if you have 7 nets, you're going to catch more fish. That's just the way it's going to go. And so that's kind of the philosophy here, is if you're starting to level up and other people aren't, and then all of a sudden some more people come in and start leveling up, the system is going to find the spot where someone has leveled up, and it's going to drop someone in there. Right? All right. So I don't know. No one's showing up. Probably give it a little bit more time, but Chris, did anybody respond to that message that you put in there?
No, we're nothing of significance. Let's put it that way. So
okay. All right. So anyway, let's see, Norman. Ed, do you have a March Madness position?
Of course.
Let's see.
I wouldn't have missed it.
It's definitely something to at least try,
Yeah.
Let me pull this up, see if you're still you're still rolling.
Oh, I'm still in it. I'm still in it. I'm staying
Let's see.
vague
Let's see.
about my
What's your
number.
number?
I
What's
ain't
your
telling
number?
you. I ain't telling you. And
Well,
I
I
fish with
I know your number. I can call it out.
and I fish with dynamite.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing. Wherever Ed may be on this, because he doesn't want to tell us publicly that that he's where he's at. That's fine. We'll look for Anne Marie. Anne Marie is saying, is 873 still running? Let's see.
Don't tell me she has
Yep,
UConn.
right here. So Anne Marie, 873 is NC State. You had NC State when I did the little draft. So you, yes, are still in it with one of your spots, because basically what it was I wanted 64 people to one spot, but there was 32 people that joined. So every person got 2 teams to follow. So it kind of, increased your odds a little bit, but basically here you can look on this. I know it's a little bit small. Let me see if I can get a little too big. Let's see. Let's get out of focus. Okay. Well, anyway, if you look at this, you can look and see that in your bracket, the teams that are not crossed out are still in the system, and then the number that went with it is right here. So, yep, Anne Marie 873. Chris, you are number what?
872.
That's right, 872. So 872. So Chris and Anne Marie, let's see, where might you guys meet if you keep going? So if they win here, you win 872. Then you'd have to go another round. So you guys would meet. You guys would meet in the final 4. Yeah, you'd meet in the final 4. Yep, you would meet in the final 4 if your 2 teams continue on in the tournament. So that's kind of cool.
I think Ed said 879 in chat.
Oh yeah, he's gonna say it. Okay, so we got little San Diego State up here. Is that the only one? Because I don't know if there's anybody that has 2 numbers. I feel like somebody had 2 numbers.
Norman, or do you still have a number in this?
Oh yeah, 876 and 876. Someone has 2. Let's see. Someone has North Carolina and Clemson.
Wow.
So that's going to be interesting because you're gonna be cheering against yourself at some point if you move forward.
I think that's Arturo.
What's that?
I think that's Arturo.
Oh, it's Arturo? Okay.
I'm not sure. I think it's him though.
I'm not going to call out their names. I know who.
Norman, do you have a number you want to share?
Yeah, I have all the numbers, but I'm not going to tell people if they don't want it. Let's see, 879, 873.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anybody else on here? Norman, no. Norman, do you have anything to say?
No, because I am not in it at all. I've been struggling like anything, man.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I definitely hear you. And next week, I'm going to be on spring break next week, so I'm going to have a whole lot more time, and we're going to get together and talk and try to get your stuff figured out.
Is there anyone who can help me get in?
Yep. So I'm like I said, I will be. It's been a busy week, and I'm not going to lie. Chris can attest to this. We were on some extra meetings, but I also absolutely love March Madness, and the first weekend is 4 days straight, and even my wife just walks away and lets us enjoy our time.
What's going on? Is something going on, Mr. Norman?
Yeah, man. I couldn't get into the one we started with you in a long time ago. It doesn't allow me to check in at all. So I think it might be something to do with the computer. So I got another computer yesterday, and I just want to try again, fresh.
Hey, Andy, I'm sorry about that, man. I'll take care of them. I didn't. I'm sorry. It's on
Okay.
your report, Andy.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's see.
Oh, Mr. Daniel.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, I'm here
Um,
supporting Andy and Chris. What's up?
yes, I see that. I saw the email and I was like, let me jump on and see what's going on. See if something else I can learn. Um, but Miss Agatha, she was supposed to reach out to you to check availability. Sorry, my teeth is like I'm like talking weird. Um, but yeah, she was supposed to check with you to check your availability because she needed help with moving her stuff over so she can get more position in the AI ads. I told her you would be the best person because you're so good at it.
Who's
Oh, that's a setup. That's a setup.
right?
Run.
So,
Hey,
you're
Marie, I'm here to
talking to
help.
Ed, right, Anne Marie?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what we can do is, I don't know what kind of schedule Ed has, but I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to have a whole lot more time next week, to do some, um, Zooms where we're just helping people that need anything, try
Okay.
to work through some problems and stuff. So what I'll do um, is I will once again I'll just send messages out with my link and say if you want to get on, and then what I'm going to do is probably do a little bit more of the recording of issues and stuff, just so that people can see us um, working through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so next week I will be able to have a lot more time so I can help as well.
Okay. Yeah, because I know how to add positions like once they have funds in their wallet. I know how to do all that
Mhm.
and add
Mhm.
new positions and all that stuff. But the part that, because I was going to help her, but the part that she said she needed to move money
Right,
into her
right.
wallet, but that's the hard part. So that part,
Yep.
I'm not quite confident in that area yet. So yeah, no.
Yeah, it's it's kind of hit or miss as far as like figuring out how to do it, but it's once you kind of figure it out, then it seems like oh, this isn't so hard, but it does. The funding, to me, the funding part is the part that takes the longest, that takes the most effort. Everything else is pretty simple.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I will add, I hope that once we have our Z Suite licenses, that will get a little easier too.
Right.
Oh man, amen, brother.
Yep.
Amen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
if we
Because
can add
then
them into Tyga Wallet and then just transfer money over the MetaMask ourselves instead of all
yep.
the
Exactly.
extracurricular.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Yep. So
Hey,
that's
hey,
going to be we'll really start talking about that kind of stuff in
Yeah. I hope
I have.
somebody do like a layman's term Z Suite so I can fully understand exactly how that works.
we'll do that.
Um,
We'll do that too. I'll do that next week too. I don't want to get into it on this one, quite honestly, on this, because I really, what I'm focused on right now is just showing people, one, AI ads, as well as we can make it fun. Like, this is a fun thing to do. I mean, we can come up with some different things and have people get together and do this. I think, to me, this is exciting. People are excited. They're looking at those numbers going, man, I got a 1 in 16 chance. That's pretty
You're,
sweet,
you're
you know?
exactly right.
So I want to make it fun, and as well as, kind of teaching people how to do this as well. I messaged, I don't think that I think Mr. Russell might have seen that it was just a Zoom about March Madness. Probably wants to do something a little bit different, so that's fine. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and shut this one off so that it is nice and short. But hopefully everybody that watches this, I'm going to put this link up so that everybody can see what their number is and see if their number went through. And games start again on Thursday, so you have a couple days before that happens, and of course, I will be there watching. So I don't know how many people watch the tournament, but if they do, I don't know, maybe a little live during the tournament would be kind of cool as well. But that being said, thanks guys for coming on and checking out and looking at this. And yep, we will continue to grow and understand and work on this together. Like I said, if anybody watches this that is in the March Madness and you have a spot that you purchased, advertising spot that you purchased under $5.98, if you want, it is your spot. You can do with it whatever you like to do with it. You don't have to do this, but if people want to upgrade to your level 4, your X4 level 2, that's what I just did with the $5.98 spot. So we're going to see how that works. Okay, so we had people sign up on X3. We built it. Now we got to see if it's going to grow. How do we grow it? How do we continue to make this thing expand and really be something that is really powerful to show people, like, look, if you get this many people, I mean, if 32 positions, ad spots underneath position is definitely going to be something that in not too far future we'll be able to see how cool that really is, and what people are about to experience with that. So with that being said, thanks guys for coming in, thanks for listening, and get ready to start watching games in a couple days. Real exciting, and see who keeps rolling through. All right guys, talk
Thanks,
to you later.
Andy.